Hello friends, and welcome to Cottage Necessities. Today we're going to talk about making custom wall art with decoupage, canvas, and beeswax. And I'm going to show you how at the end of this video, but first I want to share with you a little bit of time spent in my French country dining room. I've just been going through the process of pulling the dining room together, but in the meantime, over the holidays, we've spent many times at this dining room table, and I've tried many different looks, and I thought I'd share a few of those with you because I just had so much fun making them, and I thought you might enjoy seeing a few different looks for one room. Friends and family came and went. We enjoyed many delicious meals together, home-cooked meals. And a lot of times my friends were eager to get into the kitchen and do the cooking, which just made my day. My son-in-law even set the Christmas table after following my tutorial on how to set the Christmas table. I fell in love with this Jami Ray VIntage print of the chickens. Very French country, so I pinned it onto some foam core and put it in my dining room just to get a visual idea of what it would look like. I couldn't figure out if I wanted to frame it or if I could find another way to give it a custom look. The problem was the chicken's feet were all cut off on the bottom, just about, so I needed to get two pieces. So I ordered two posters and put them together by decoupaging them onto a canvas and then adding pieces of the feet to the bottom, blending the colors to give it that custom look. So I'm going to show you how I did it, but I'm going to show you on a smaller canvas so that I can do it much quicker, and you'll be able to see the whole concept here of what I'm doing. To remove different parts of the decoupage print, which is like a tissue paper, I use a wet paintbrush, just water, and then I gently tear it apart. And this will give it a less formal cutting. It won't be straight cuts, it will be more random. And then I'll be able to patch it on to the canvas, which I'll show you here. I just go around and get each piece until I have the shape that I want. Once I've positioned the paper over the canvas to kind of get an idea where it's going to go, I just slather all this ModPodge or decoupage medium right onto the canvas where I'm going to place my art. I like to smooth it out with my fingertips and hands, and a little saran wrap or cling wrap will help to keep your hands from getting sticky. You shouldn't have any kind of stickiness on the outside of the print at this point. It's underneath. So then I just keep tearing off other pieces that will work. It's kind of like putting a puzzle together. Now another thing you could do is just put one whole piece across a canvas and trim it at the edges and smooth it out with the saran wrap and your fingertips. But I kind of like this patchwork look sometimes, and it sort of gives it a more artistic look in my opinion, but you can do it either way. there are several ways to finish the edges. You can fold it over the edge and decoupage it down like I'm doing here, or you can paint the edges with a color like black or gold or green, whatever color you like, or you can put a trim around it like a piece of burlap ribbon or velvet ribbon. Either one would look really nice. Grosgrain ribbon, you name it. Just use your creative juices and have fun. Okay, back to the large print. Now I've got both prints across this canvas, and I'm just trimming off one of the prints, some extra feet to add to the original that I purchased, and then I'll just be decoupaging that to the bottom of the foot so that it does go all the way down, and my canvas is extending longer than the original print, so I added extra pieces to the bottom and to the top. Now you can see we have an entire foot for my chicken, and now we're putting on another one. Another thing you can use is a brown fine tip magic marker or permanent marker to fill in any of the little swirls and twirls and lines that you might see in your poster. I find that the brown works best on these, but you might also try gray or black or green just to blend in and continue your design across so it looks seamless. Another technique that you can try would be to add paint to sort of blend your colors across the seams, which I decided not to do that. I'm okay with the lines there. And then here I am just smoothing out some more of the wrinkles just with my thumb. So now we're going to add beeswax to our print. And you can melt your beeswax in a pot and keep it on a hot plate so it stays hot while you're working with it, or you can get one of these little mini irons, which I seem to like. It takes kind of a lot of patience to get the beeswax to melt and go across your print, but it's sort of like an encaustic painting where they cover things with beeswax, but this gives it that sort of vintage antique look that makes it look more like a real painting or something you would find in the archives of your grandmother's attic. Just keep working with it until you're satisfied with how it looks. You can even carry over your beeswax over to the edges and smooth it on there. When I was talking about melting your wax in a pot, you would be using a paintbrush to put this wax on rather than melting it with a little iron. But I find that the flatness of the iron is a nice way to kind of smooth it out, move it around, and can have some control over it. I do hope you'll try this technique. It is fun and relaxing, and it's a great way to show off some prints that maybe you had that you weren't sure what to do with, and create your own custom artwork for your own home. Thank you for visiting Cottage Necessities. I do hope you'll come back again and see more projects for the home.
I want to see in here.